Right, here's the polypore. Sounds like wood now. I've been now drying for about 3 weeks. Absolutely solid. You can actually sharpen your knives on these now. I know it's going to be a bit funny there, I'll cut that bit off. The barbers used to sharpen their razors on these. Brilliant for carrying embers and stuff like that. But now they're dry. I've got the slow cooker out and I'm about to get them boiling up ready for the tea. Right, we're in the slow cooker. The cooker's on. I had to get them cut in half. But there's the insider one. You can see the pores there. And for the first time they're actually resembling the mushroom with the smell and everything else from them. What we did by mistake is not clean all the bark off and that off this wooded end. Now when you get them, I recommend you cut all of that out while they're still reasonably soft. The only reason being, that's impossible to get off now without a wood saw, and it's like cutting out. But lovely white mushroom now, look. And that will absorb the water. I don't want to put too much water in to start with. They will soften and sink, and then I'll add some more as soon as those soften a bit. So time now it's 7:30 AM on the Friday morning. Let's see how we get on. Right, it's about 14 hours into the cook now. As you can see, we have nice dark tea coming there. You can see it's nice and dark. The mushrooms are still absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. But all the medicine side is coming out. They are a very tough mushroom anyhow, but I wouldn't expect them to be this tough in all honesty. When we put the water in, they absorbed that much water. I think it was about 3 pints of water they absorbed straight away, and we keep having to top up as they're cooking. Obviously that's down to evaporation, but the amount of water they sucked in is incredible. So after 12 hours, well, it's been about 14 actually, after about 14 hours now, that's what it's looking like, and it's going to be left to cook longer. I'm hoping to get a bit of softness into the mushrooms. Whether this will happen, don't know. The older mushrooms are a lot firmer. That's what they started off with. They're a lot harder and firmer the older they are, but they contain more of the medicine which we need, so don't worry if they are very hard. The house smells of mushroom, cooking mushrooms, like you were frying mushrooms, that sort of mushroomy smell. It's not bad. It is just like someone was just fried a few mushrooms, that sort of smell without oil. So yeah, we continue cooking the medicine now. I'll check in again on it in the morning. It's now 1:20 to 2 AM, so I need to try and get some shut-eye. So that's what you're looking at. The coating's gone black, from a light brown to black. Some of it's coming off, but that's all good. That's what it's supposed to be. Right, as you can see, I've been cooking for days now, and it's still as hard as the first day, if not even tougher now. Can't even sink a fork into them. But you can see a nice tea there. Into that now, we're going to add some apple and some pears. Now it is very bitter. It's known to be very bitter. So we're putting some apple and pears in to sweeten it up. We'll leave the apple and pears in for a while, just to get the sweetness into there. And then we will strain it all ready for consumption. But you can see there's a lovely dark tea in there. So almost 3 days later, we're getting to the point where we're going to strain the tea ready for consumption. Right, we've got the apple and pears quartered and put in with the tea. We put enough fruit in so they're just about covered, all quartered. You don't have to de-pep, de-skin or anything. We're just going to poach these now. These are no longer needed. Just leave them stood in a tray to take any let any extra tea drip into the tray and then go back into the pot. At this point I wouldn't add more water. There'll be a lot of moisture coming out the apple and pears, the juice. They just need poaching basically, just to add a bit of taste to it. So there you are, the apple and pears. I feel like some sort of cockney talking about stairs, but there you go. Right, leave that for about another, I'd say about 6-8 hours, and we should be finished. Right, after 3 days in the cooker, the last 6 hours putting in the plenty of apples and pears, fruits, sweeten it up. I've tasted it and it's quite mild mushroom flavour, and you can taste the apple and pears. But there you are. They need freezing now. We put them into, used a funnel to get them into ice cube bags. We shall freeze them now and pop them out, drop them into stew, food, whatever we want, into a tea, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with the results. So here's to some pain relief, or being well.